Brandon Sanderson's backer kit for the Hoid Storybook Collection is currently live, and it will be for another 20 or so days. So if you're interested in getting on this, now's the time to do so. And this includes not only the Hoid Storybook Collection of 4 books, but it also includes Fires of December, which I'm so excited. It is the next secret project that is going to be released by Brandon Sanderson, and I am thrilled for this book. But here's the real question. What do we think about this new cover? I know that I wasn't the only person who was surprised to see this new cover when I logged in to select my backer kit bundle that I was going to buy, because I am absolutely backing this Brandon Sanderson Hoid Storybook Collection along with Fires of December. But I saw the Fires of December original cover, this beautiful white and red one that we've seen. So when I saw this cover, I was so confused at first. And I was like, are we doing 2 different covers? Is it going to be this one first and this is going to be like a special edition, given that the secret projects are going to have special versions like we already do with the 5 secret projects that are currently out, 4 of which that are in the Cosmere. So I was kind of confused about this cover, to be completely honest. And then a day later, Brandon Sanderson posted a wonderful video that kind of gave a lot of clarity to why this decision has been made. And I want to say, and I'm so curious what all of y'all's opinions are on this new cover in relation to the old one. Do you understand some of their concerns? After hearing their concerns, has it changed your perspective on whether or not you like this cover or not? So here's my thoughts, but I'm genuinely curious about all of your thoughts and what you guys want out of your 5th Cosmere Secret Project book and 6th Secret Project book in general. I'm so curious how you guys feel about this cover. For me, I am not a big fan of people on my covers. I've never been a fan of people on my covers. I only usually do it if there is some type of nostalgic reason, because that's how I originally read the book. But usually I'm not a big fan of this. So when I saw this cover, although I think it's really beautiful, I was like, why is there a person's face on my cover? Versus I found this one to be very artistic, and I really liked the fact that the main character, December, is pulled away a little bit further back from the very front of the book. I really thought that that was artful in a way that I really liked. I also feel like the white and red fit really well with the current secret projects that are out, which is really great. And so I think that's also why I'm leaning towards the red and white as my preference. I do think the covers for this new edition that they're thinking about would be great as end pages. I definitely want this art. And they said in that hour-long video, the live, that it is absolutely possible that, I believe it's not even just possible, I think that's their plan, is that whichever cover they go with, the other cover's art is going to be inside the book. So we're going to get either. And I think that's great, because I really genuinely think this is quite gorgeous and beautiful. I just don't necessarily want it on my cover if we can avoid it. I would really like the red and white. I really understood what they said about struggles with foiling and some of the challenges with just making the book with this cover. And I really understood what they talked about with regards to the spine and how the river of fire, whatever that curve is, that it breaks Brandon Sanderson's name, and it would be very difficult for you to read it from a shelf spine view the way it currently is. And I think that makes a lot of sense. And I think that there's ways to fix that while still keeping the red and white, which they mentioned in the hour-long live, which is great. But I definitely think this could be fixed. I think my preference would be not only the red and white, but that they would put the square around the spine like it is for the other secret projects. I think that would be ideal. I think I would be fine, honestly, if that square box cuts off the fire swoosh, whatever that's supposed to be called. I would be fine if that square cuts that off. I don't mind that. I think it would be really nice to have just like a really stable square or rectangle for the spine. That way we can really see Brandon Sanderson's name perfectly and just kind of see this really beautiful cohesion between all of the secret project books. They did show what the new cover version would look like from the spine view while it's on the shelf. I think it's interesting. I just don't think it fits the same aesthetic as the other secret projects that are currently out. I could totally get used to it. If this ends up being the cover, then that's totally fine with me. But I definitely really would prefer the red and white. I just think it's so gorgeous and really fits in with the rest of the books. Right now for the Cosmere secret projects, we have green and blue and red and black, and then we would have white. And I really like that, rather than going green, red, blue, black, back to black, green. I just think it would be really cool to have the next one be white. And I remember seeing the original, it was just so gorgeous. So I'm definitely in that camp. I do know, as I was reading through the comments during the live, that there are some people who change their mind, especially after listening and hearing the reasoning behind the foiling. So I'm genuinely curious, what are your guys' thoughts? Do you like the new ones? Are you hoping for the red and white? I'm really glad that they're going to do a poll to see, what are the fans really wanting for the covers. I'm thrilled about that. I think that's just fantastic. And I really hope you all agree with me so that we get the red and white. That would be the best. But, to each their own preference. And if most of y'all want the new black and green and face on your cover, then I will deal with that. I was able to back the 4 storybooks themselves in hardcover along with Book of December. So I think the deal for that was about $165. I was able to split it up into 4 payments of about $41 or so, which is perfect. And I am still planning on saving up for the Inheritance Cycle, which is also going to have a Kickstarter backing as well, but that's down the line. And so yes, I'm going to have to restart my whole I'm not buying books so I can buy that one again. But I can't not back up Brandon Sanderson. So yeah, this is my most recent, and I'm crazy, activity, and I have no regrets. And even though this cover kind of surprised me and I was a little bit like, wait, what? I'm still very satisfied, and I'm really glad, again, that I could do it in installments without having to pay interest. Yes. So if you want to back Brandon Sanderson's Fires of December as well as the Hoid Storybook Collection, now's the time to do so. You have like 20 days from after I upload this video. So go, just Google Brandon Sanderson backer kit, and you should be able to find it, or Hoid Storybook. It's there, and it'll look something like this, and it's awesome. So, and I think they have a pretty good selection for affordability. There's a lot of ebook options and a lot of free access to ebooks if you buy some of the larger packages. There's just, I think, scroll through, see what options work. But I definitely think that they've done a good job trying to provide as much accessibility for these books as possible for backing them early. So at the current moment, as of this recording, there are over 37,000 people who have backed this project by Brandon Sanderson, and over $6.3 million have been raised. And that's just so cool. So, it's going really well. At the moment of which I'm recording this, there are 23 days left for the backer kit. By the time I upload it, it'll probably be 22, 21 days. So go check it out. Get on it. I don't know if there's certain limitations for certain tiers. According to the website that I'm looking at, you can get the Fires of December ebook for $10. You can get all the ebooks for the 4 storybook collection along with Fires of December for $40. So that would be 5 total for $40. That's pretty solid. You can get the Jester Immortal, so that would just be the Fires of December book along with the ebook for $65. King's Wit tier is $100, and that's where you can get the 4 storybook collection picture books hardbacked with their ebooks along with some stickers, like a sticker sheet, which is cool. You can get the Storyteller, that's what I got, which is $165, and that's the 4 Hoid storybooks, and they're all hardcover. The Fires of December hardback, the collection of stickers, and then also everything in ebook as well. That's what I went with, and I'm really satisfied with that. And then the most expensive is the Master World Singer, which is $325, and that is all 5 books in hardcover along with the sticker sheet, everything in ebook. And then they have some like plushies and Hoid's flute, which I know nothing about because I haven't gotten to that part in the Cosmere, so I don't even know what that's about. Along with the Girl Who Looked Up figurine, which is great and awesome. You can also do add-ons if you want to get one of the lower tiers and then add on certain purchases. So as far as I can see online, none of these tiers have reached a maximum, and I'm not even sure if there is a maximum for the tiers of number of people that can back each tier. So if you're interested, now's the time to hop on that. So feel free to enter the comment section and comment kindly about how you feel about the new Fires of December cover. I'm so curious. If you agree, if you disagree, I'm just interested to see how the other Cosmere fans out there are feeling about this book. And stay tuned because I will be doing a book review for The Well of Ascension. I'm about 100 pages to the end, so stay tuned for this. It is coming up soon. A spoiler-free review of the second book in Mistborn Era 1, as well as my second Cosmere reading journey book. Keep reading what you love, and I will see you next time.